All right. Let's see here. What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Next back again. Well, doing a live stream. Let me see if the sound is okay. 1 2 1 2. Yes, the sound is okay. All right. The name of this live stream is called TI Lives Matter. Hashtag TI Lives Matter. Okay. I really meant what I said on TI Day, in Chicago when we were at the protests. And I want people to grasp this and understand that this thing is not going to go away. Like, TI Day comes once a day. Well, once a year. TI Day comes once a year. Big shout out to Storm. I see you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for everybody tuning in. How's everybody doing today? The name of this live stream is called hashtag TI Lives Matter. We need to get that movement going. We need to really enforce that. And I wanted to talk about that today. It's been a while since I did a live stream. If you guys have been following the channel, man, I've been doing a lot of moving around. A lot of things been happening. A lot of shaky things been happening. I'm just happy to see everybody, still alive. We're still getting through these tough times that we've been faced with. But I think it's really, really important that we let people know, this is not about division, right? Because, a lot of these Lives Matter campaigns have, a preconceived notion, something behind it. Let me see here. Oh, the screen looking a little blurry. Let's wipe that off here. Bam. Look at that. All right. Big shout out to Storm, Tina. I see you guys. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. My boy Storm. Well, I don't know if that's a guy or not, but Storm says, do you have a place to live yet? And Storm, the answer to that question, as of right now, I have not been in the streets. Okay, God is good. I have a place as of right now. I do have a place where I am staying right now. Thank you to first. I got to first and foremost thank God for making that possible, right? And thank everybody. I want to thank all my subscribers and everybody who donated to my GoFundMe or just donated to the channel. I really appreciate everybody doing. If you did anything, I don't care. Even if you said a prayer for me or whatever the case, I definitely appreciate that, man. And if at any time you guys have any questions and you guys want to ask me anything, go for it, man. I'm an open book. I love to be interactive with you guys because it's not all about me. It's about all of us, man. It's about, the TI community, right? And a lot of people in the TI community. Eddie, what's up, bro? Big shout out to you, man. A lot of people in the TI community cause division, man. And that's what I am totally against. I am totally against the division. Okay. I want to keep this thing going. It's TI Lives Matter, hashtag TI Lives Matter. I want to see it, guys. I want to see it in my comments. I want to see it on comments on other TI's videos. I want to put it on shirts. I want to put it on stickers. I want to put it on billboards. I want to put it everywhere until they realize, that our lives matter too. Like we go through the most crazy, craziest things, man. And, that's what this live stream is. I want to be talking more about that on the live stream. Man, All right, so let's see. Let's get to it, man. I see, man. Thank you guys for joining in today. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. You know, I'm just me personally. Like, I'm a grateful person. You know, like I've been through so much. You know, just like you guys too. You know, I don't like to make it all about me. You know, we all go through so much. You know, and you know these people go out to make us feel like we are nothing, you know, that we are less than, we're ugly, stupid, right? That we hear all this kind of stuff. And that's not the case, you know, and that's what hashtag TI Lives Matter is about. It's about keeping that same energy going that we had on T-Day that I personally experienced in Chicago. Um, Man, big shout out to CJ, the Ice Princess. I see you. Okay. She said, "Oh my God, where have you been? You had me worried, man." I've been some everywhere, man. I've been a lot of places, man, and I've been a lot of places. And actually, what happened this week? Why you guys haven't seen me posting at all, really? Because you guys know I like to post at least once a day, or once every 2 days, once every 3 days. If you don't see me post in 3 days, then something is wrong. All right, something is wrong. I need you to pray for me. I need you to reach out to me. If you got my phone number, call me, see what's going on. I mean, besides the fact that I am severely isolated, just like 90% of every real TI is isolated, right? Um, for some odd reason, I don't know, I just got sick. I don't know. I just got like deathly ill. It was like a crazy cold, um, flu like. I don't know. You probably could still hear it. Like y'all could probably still hear it in my voice. Um, but I haven't been around anybody. Like I haven't been around anybody. I've been around nobody really. Like you know, I've basically been to myself. You know, like severely isolated. And you know, I woke up one day and I was like, man, like, you know, I started feeling that scratchy feeling in my throat. And then next thing you know, I'm coughing and sneezing and the mucus was coming out. And, you know, I don't mean to gross anybody out, but it was bad. It really was. Like, and it got to the point where I couldn't even get off of the couch. You know, I couldn't even get up. I'm just like, oh man, you know. And you know, I'm blowing my nose, and I used all the toilet paper up and had no toilet paper or nothing. You know, it got to the point where you hear it, right? I'm not perp coughing anybody. But man, I'm just getting over it now. And I started to think like, man, did they get me sick? Man, did they put something in here? They put something in my water or something? Because usually when you get sick, and a lot of times in September, I don't know, you know, if they introduce a new flu, or if they spraying chemicals in the sky that's getting people sick. I don't know. But I know from experience that you know, when I've gotten sick, it's usually been from me being around other people who were sick, you know, or if I had a girlfriend and she was sick and we, you know, did some kissing or something, I caught it. But, you know, I don't know what happened, man. All I know is that I came down with a really, really bad, terrible flu, and it put me down, and I'm just getting over it now. So thank you guys for, you know, caring. I appreciate it, man, because like I said, TI Lives Matter, okay? Hashtag TI Lives Matter. I wish I could flash it across the screen like I do in my videos. But they do, you know, and it's bigger than just me, you know. I am definitely a 100% real, genuine, straight up TI who's been targeted since birth. And I know everybody's story is different. Everybody's story is different. I respect what everybody has gone through, what everybody is going through. My heart goes out to you. And I am doing what I can to turn my YouTube channel into a platform where our voices can be heard, where we can tell our story. I'm working on some things right now. I'm not going to put everything out there. I'm not going to put all the business out there, but I am definitely going hard for you. Okay. For me too, you know, but for you, you know, and I have been hit hard, man. Oh man, this summer was crazy. Like, I've never experienced anything like that in my life. If you guys have been following me or following the channel, when I started, you know, the What's Next live stream, and then I started the Next Time podcast, where I had TIs come on and we just, you know, we talked about our experiences, and it was a platform for us. After that happened, I don't know, I think we did about 16 or 17 installments of that. After that happened, everything just went crazy. Boom, you know, like just out of nowhere. You know, I had my own place, you know, back in New York. And then just out of nowhere, you know, lost everything and ended up in the streets, and then ended up where I ended up. And was traveling around, went through some things, and man, things was crazy. Man, I see you guys lighting up the comment section, man. I love you guys, man. I just want to just reiterate. I'm going to keep reiterating throughout this stream. Hashtag TI Lives Matter, okay? Because I'm seeing that we had an awesome August 29th, man. August 29th was special to me, and it was special to a lot of TIs. I don't know if you guys saw Ella's channel, Ella Free. Big shout out to Ella. She made a documentary where, you know, it was basically talking about what everybody did on T-Day. And there was a lot of footage to the Chicago protest. There was pictures from all over the world, man. And I just was like, man, you know, that energy was so good that people were out. We were, you know, protesting. We were telling people about what's going on. Even though a lot of people know about it, a lot of people do know about this targeting thing. A lot of people don't, you know, so it's kind of like it's on the fence here. You know, a lot of people claim they don't know, but they do. We know that they do. And we were all passionate about getting out here and getting the word out, and, you know, and actually doing something about it, not just sitting back watching YouTube videos, right? And making comments, and, you know, making not the good comments, because we need that. We need that positive energy from all of us. Like, we all need that, you know, but the perpy comments are, you know, people who have something to say, you know, like as far as, well, you know, I don't get this, and you know what I mean? Like, it's just a spiritual attack. There's no such thing as that. You know what I mean? Like, it's proven facts that people are being electronically harassed, not only hit with DEWs and microwave weapons and, you know, voice to skull technology. That is a real thing. Like, and people are out here just discrediting it. And I don't understand that. Like, well, I do understand it, because those people don't go through it, right? And I'm not mad at them, you know, but it's one thing to speak your truth and to say, this doesn't happen to me. Speak your truth. Tell your story. Because at the end of the day, if you're a real TI, your life matters. You know, whether you get certain tactics or not, it matters to me. You know, and it matters to a lot of other people. But who are you to tell somebody else, you know, what is not happening to them and what is happening to them? You know, I went through it. I went through the voice to skull. It comes and it goes. For some people, it's every day. For some people, it's all day. Like, you know, like you guys have seen it. Like, they have electronically harassed me, like as far as my phone, my computers, I mean, so many different layers to this. Like, we get harassed. You know, I had somebody say something real suspect to me, and was like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, you're this and that." And big shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now. Hashtag TI Lives Matter. Thank you for smashing that like. You guys are lighting the comment section up, and I love you guys. I do, and I got some great news, some great things that I want to talk about. But I'm gonna talk about it, man. Somebody say something to me like, "Oh, you know, you had a job and you couldn't take the mobbing, or you couldn't handle the mob." Like, look, man, the workplace mobbing. I don't, you know. God bless everybody who has been through that. Okay, it's not easy, and it's a crime. Okay, that is a crime that's being committed against you. You shouldn't have to be dealing with workplace mobbing. Like, we try to get a job, and we try to work to provide not only for us, but some people have families. I mean, some people have kids. You know, some people, you know, and we all have bills, right? That's what they do. Like, they structure our life around paying bills, and we have to have money for food, and we have to have money to live, right? So we need, you know, those of, you know, people who can work. We try to get a job, and we try to work, and we go to work, and we are being harassed on our job. Like, we shouldn't have to. That's a crime that's being committed against you. It's a crime that's being committed against me when that happened. Every time that happened, you know, and we shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, it's not like, okay, so that's like saying, you know, oh, I walk down the street, right? And I get mugged and I get robbed every time I walk down the street. But I have to walk down that street to get to my house, you know? Oh, I'm not going to walk down the street to get to my house because I keep getting robbed. It's a crime being committed against you. It's a crime. We shouldn't have to deal with this crap, man. You know? And if that's happening to you on your job, man, and it's usually the people, the employers that, you know, well, from my story, I can't speak. I'm not going to speak for everybody, because everybody's situation is different, but I will listen to everybody, you know, and my heart goes out, and I believe you guys. It's the people who were like my supervisors, the people who hired me. Those were the people who did the workplace mobbing to me personally, you know, and the people who actually were my coworkers, they were involved in it too. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting over a flu-like virus or something, you know. No burping. I'm not trying to burp cough anybody. I know some people are sensitive about that, but you shouldn't have to go through that, you know. When you being a targeted individual, they target everything, you know. Well, for some people they do. For some people they don't. Well, in my case, they targeted everything. Like, everything, my relationships, my finances, my what little family that I did know, you know. I have no one. Like, I had no one, and that is the same. It's the same thing for a lot of people I'm seeing, you know. And my heart goes out to you guys. You know, we get up and we live our life, and every day we are alone. You know, we are isolated. And man, how many people right now on the chat line, well, in the chat room, how many people are going through extreme isolation right now? I'm just wondering, man. Man, you guys are lighting up the comment section, man. I got to go back and see what everybody is saying here. How many people are going through that, man? I mean, it wears and tears on you. You're looking at a guy right now who has been isolated his whole life, man. I've been isolated my whole life, okay? And it got to a point where I got numb to it, you know? Like, it got to a point where I was numb to the isolation. I was like, you know, I'm always alone. I'm used to it. You know what I mean? Like, and it eats away at you in different man, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Intervals, you know, like you have sometimes where you're like, I'm cool, you know, I'm good. I'm like being alone. You have the other times we don't want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. You know, God didn't create us to spend our life alone. You know, of course, there's going to be moments in our life where we are, you know, faced with, you know, where we have to walk alone or we have to walk by ourselves. But, you know, when it's an ongoing thing, when it's a course of years, I'm talking about 10, 20 years of isolation, you know, or then you meet people. And that's another subject. I'm going to wait until I get into that. I just want to say hashtag TI Lives Matter. Can everybody put that in my chat section right now? Hashtag TI Lives Matter, please, man. Like, I want to keep this thing going, man. I'm going to put it in right now. Hashtag TI Lives Matter. Because our lives do matter. And big shout out to you for tuning in right now. Thank you guys for joining. If you are joining, this is my hashtag TI Lives Matter live stream. I just want to let everybody know that there's going to be some amazing things happening here in this channel. We're going to get back to next time. We're going to get back to what's next. We're going to get back to what we were doing, but it's going to go to a next level. Okay, we're going, no pun intended, but we're going to, you know, I'm going so hard for the TI community, man. You guys see, every day, you know, is something else. It's a situation. It's another story. I see a lot of people coming out discovering that they too have been targeted, and that was me. You know, that was me. You know, last year, you know, when I discovered I was targeted of TI, and that's a lot to take on. You know, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. That's a lot to deal with. And the thing that initially, you know, the thing that initially set in with me was fear right away. Like I was scared. I was scared. I had nothing. I had no, well, actually, let me take that back, because I was working. I was working back then when I found out I let go of the job because, you know, I was going through workplace mobbing again. I didn't know what workplace mobbing was, but I knew I was being harassed on my job by people I didn't even know. And these people had some interesting things to say behind my back. And they'll say it, directed conversation. They'll say it loud enough so you can hear it. But then when you go to approach them about it, you're like, hey, man, like, what, you know, what was you saying? What do you mean? Like, and then that's when the guy's like, no, I didn't say nothing. I don't know anything about nothing, you know. Like, but I found out, you know, I was a TI. God bless those TIs who came before me and made those informational videos or just shared their testimony. And that's why I encourage everybody to do that, because you can stay silent, right? You can stay silent. But regardless if you speak out against it or not, you know, if you're a real TI, things are going to happen, and it's going to happen, okay? God is with you. I want to make sure everybody is clear on that. God is with all of us, even the people who don't even believe in God. You know, God is with them, and God loves you. God loves me. God loves all of us, you know. But God is not the one that's doing the targeting. He is not responsible for any of this. They're like, this is all demonic. It's all, you know, it definitely is an evil program by evil people that's carrying this thing out and that is targeting us, you know. Man, big shout out to Awaken State. I see you, bro. Thank you for joining the live stream, man. Hashtag TI Lives Matter, man. Yeah, man. So, man, you guys are lighting that comment section up, man. I love you guys. I'm going to get into those comments too, man. But I just got a few things that I wanted to say here. Yeah, man. And I actually was on a conference call the other night, because I sometimes I get on the conference calls, you know, and sometimes I hear a lot of crazy stuff on those conference calls, and I'll you know, when it's like that, I'll just hang up. But there was this guy on there, man, and he was just like, what was he saying, man? Our country, and like, yo, and you know, he was like praising Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is a TI, and I was like, what? Donald Trump is a TI? Yo, do you guys think that Donald Trump is a TI? I was like, yo, you know what, man? This thing like that we go through, this organized stalking, right? This whole program, it's above the presidents. I mean, I just said this, man. I said I don't, you know, I didn't want to turn it into a political campaign or you know, a debate or anything like that. But I was just like, yo, man, I believe that the presidents are just put in position to just carry out the shadow government's wishes and plans that they have for not only the citizens here in this country, but all over the world, you know, because it's not just a Donald Trump thing. Like it's a, this thing is happening all over the world. Ask Awakened State of Mind targeting Australia. Go to his channel. That's my guy, man. He's a real TI in Australia, and it's happening to him out there. All right. Ask my guy DMB. He's in where is he? He's in the UK. You know, it's TIs in Romania, all of Europe. Like, we are everywhere. This is so that should let you guys know that it's not just something here in America. This ain't no TI USA crap. This is worldwide. This is everywhere. Okay. And our lives matter. TI lives matter. Hashtag TI lives matter, man. We got to get that thing going, and we got to keep this thing going, and we got to stay vigilant on this thing. You know, it's not just here in America, you know, and I just told them, you know, I feel like, you know, the presidents, they're just puppets. They're put in position to take the brunt for things, to take the hit for things, to cause racial tension. And if those presidents don't do what they're told to do, they end up like JFK, right? That was my thing. This guy got, oh my God. So what are you saying? Are you saying next that there's no hope? Like, and then he started spinning a narrative around, like, and started switching up what I was trying to say. And I was just trying to say that, yo, bro, like, this thing is big enough. Like, and he was just like, so he was waving this American flag around, you know, and it's our country and this and that, and the president and this and that. And the president, like, they're going to do anything about it. And Trump's going to stop. No, Trump's going to keep reading his script and doing whatever they tell him to do, or he's going to end up impeached, assassinated, or whatever the case, whatever they choose to do. Like, this thing is bigger than the president. It's bigger than just America, right? Like, this thing is worldwide. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I've had the pleasure of speaking to TIs from all over the world, and we have something. We all have something in common. All of us. We're all going through this thing, right? We are all being treated like crap. We are all being isolated. We are all being affected in different ways, but at the same time, we are all being targeted, right? And we are made to feel like lesser than, because why? It's nothing normal about us. It's nothing normal, right? How I feel. I don't feel like there is, what is a normal? What is normal? Can somebody explain that to me? Can one of my content creators make a video and explain to me what is normal? Right? Nothing is normal, especially for us, for TIs. You know, we get crap. We get treated like crap by the ones we love the most, by our parents, by our spouses, by our siblings, by our so-called friends and employers and people on the street that we don't even know, you know, the ones who are targeting us. And it's, oh man, I mean, it's so overwhelming. So I tried to tell this guy, you know, I didn't mean to offend him, you know, because I'm not into that. Like, I don't want to come on any platform to disrespect anybody or to call anybody out or to tell them, oh, no, you know, you didn't go through that. That didn't happen to you. Or to make you feel lesser than. Like, that's not me. Like, that's not what. And even I've even went through some situations with certain people where they have done things, said things behind my back, turned their back on me, done, you know, like done perpy crap to me. And you don't see me making videos about them. Like, you don't even see me acknowledging them or nothing. Like, I wish them the best. And I, you know, God bless them. I say, God bless them, you know, and I keep it moving because it's, you know, I'm thinking about the energy that I'm omitting now. You know, I'm thinking about where, you know, where my vibration is on, as well as I'm thinking about what would Jesus do? How would God react to that situation, right? So on this conference call, you know, this guy really got upset about what I said about Donald Trump. Then he started cursing me. He started cursing at me. He was like, well, F you, you're an effing joke or something. He said to me. He said something crazy to me. And then people in the chat room would start saying, go back to Africa, you nigger. And they started going hard on me. And I didn't even get mad. I didn't even get upset. I said, think about this, bro. I said, I was just trying to get them to think, just like I'll try to get everybody to think and to use our minds and to pray and to, you know, I'm going to go into that in a minute. But I said, just think about it, bro. This same country that you are boasting about and so proud about, and this same president that you're praising Trump, bro. Trump is not Jesus. Trump is a man, right? Trump has a heart that beats, a soul in his body, right? And he has to answer for all of his things that he has done in his life, man. I told him, man, Trump knows about this. Trump knows about TIs. He knows about all this. There ain't nothing he can do about it. There ain't nothing none of them can do about it. Just like they put Obama in office to, you know, sign all those documents to get everything going, you know, he didn't want to. You think Obama wanted to do that? No, everybody's Obama this and Obama that and Trump this and that. And it's just like I said in my one video, man, it just brings about division. You know, it's a sick ploy. It's a divide and conquer, right? That's all it is. You know, you got people who believe this, Trump is going to do this, and you got people who know the truth, you know, and they're going to clash. Nobody can have the conversation. I was trying to have the conversation with the guy. You know, he was yelling and rah, rah, rah. And I'm just like, you know, I don't do well with that. Like, that's something in my targeting where, you know, I treat people with respect. I'm kind to people. I'm nice. I mean, like, you know, I'm the last person that is going to be yelling at anybody or cursing them unless somebody really disrespects me and says something to me disrespectful to get me out of my character. I'm not perfect. You know, like, I've used those words and I've said things, but I own up to it, right? I own up to it. So, and I will apologize if I'm wrong. I will. You know, I'm not in it to try to gaslight anybody or to try and hurt anybody, but I'm telling this guy, man, this same country that you are praising and Donald Trump and all this, they don't give a shit. I cursed. I said, they don't give a F about you, bro. They don't give a F about me. We're on this conference call right now because we're what? Targeted. We are targeted individuals, bro. And our country is behind the targeting, just like everybody else's, wherever you are in your region, where you can be in New York, California, Florida, Australia, Russia, Romania. You know, my guy Alex is from Romania. He going through it out there. Everybody is going through it, you know. And the last thing I want to be doing is praising the people who are fully engulfed in targeting us. You think we matter to them, bro? We don't matter to them. We're just pawns. To them, we are the scum of the earth. And you sitting here talking about Donald Trump. It was Donald Trump is a targeted individual in our country. We need to take it back. I mean, I'm like, what is this dude talking about? They don't care about us. If they cared about us, none of this stuff will be happening right now. right? They're doing all of this stuff to destroy us and to break us down mentally, physically, financially, everything. To them, we don't matter. And that's why I'm here to say TI lives matter. And I will say that to my dying day on this earth. I am here to say that. And I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to keep this thing going. And when you see me comment on people's videos, I will say the hashtag TI lives matter. I don't care whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, wherever internet platform, or if I'm on the streets, if we're doing some activism or whatever the case may be, man, I am going to be the one to say that. Okay. But this guy was just, like he just went in on me, man. He F you and such. And then everybody, well, not everybody, but there was a couple of people in the comment section because, these conference calls now, you can actually access them through the internet now. You don't even have to call. And there are forums like this while people are talking. You can cut on your web camera and there's people typing in comments and everything. And people started saying, go back to Africa. It's TIs in Africa. All right. It's TIs in Africa. Ask me. I know. I mean, one of the first channel. Matter of fact, the first video that I saw, this guy was from South Africa. If you guys have not seen his channel, it's called Targeting Must End. This dude is in South Africa. That was the first TI video I ever saw. And this guy was talking about everything that was happening to me, it was happening to him in South Africa. Oh, man. Go back to Africa. I'm like, man, am I on a TI conference call or is this a Klan rally / Trump rally? I had to ask myself that, man. Sometimes I get discouraged from calling those things, man, because it's just another platform where people can infiltrate and just, omit hate. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to omit hate. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. I had people say some really disgusting things to me. Big shout out, Denise. I see you, Denise. Sarah, Storm. Let's see, greatest ever, Tina. Sarah says every group has infiltrators, and that is a fact. You are so right about that. You are so right about that, man. But to me, like when I got on that conference call, Sarah, I felt like, I felt like how we all feel sometimes in those situations, where everybody's coming against us, right? I mean, there's one thing that we already isolated, but we don't have anybody. Some people do, though. Some people have family structures, or some people have loving spouses or relationships where they are receiving that love. Within that structure, they are isolated out of that structure. The real TIs. They're making feel like they are crazy. Husbands not believing their wives, wives not believing their husbands, or boyfriends gaslighting their girlfriend, or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, and it just is crazy. Like, if I had a girlfriend, like if I had a wife, or if I was in a relationship, and I don't care what the situation is, my wife or girlfriend, whoever, she came to me and said something, I'm going to believe her. Like, I'm going to be there for her. Like, I ain't going to gaslight her or nothing. I'm going to handle the situation with love. I mean, even if I didn't believe, or if I was skeptical about whatever she was saying, I would approach the situation with love and understanding, because that is how we should be towards each other. We're not here to point the finger at each other and say, this one is wrong, and, make others feel like they don't matter. I had another lady on a conference call when I was in Chicago, You know, she was just like, man, some guy came on and he was all freaking out. And I've been in that situation. Like we've all been there where we didn't know what was happening, but I didn't know anything about a conference call. I didn't even know to call that there was conference calls or anything. But this guy was freaking out, like, yo, all these people are following me and such and such. And she was just worried about this guy being electronically harassed. They go, well, if you're not electronically harassed, I don't care. No, man. All TI lives matter. All of them. Us. All of us. And if you were a TI, oh, I go through the gang stalking, but I don't care. And I'm like, man, that's good that you're over the fear. But, you know, that might be something that you're not sensitized to. That might not be something that bothers you. You know, but they have, I don't know to what degree she was targeted or gang stalked, but, you know, it bothers people. Like, it bothers people. Like, you know, when you're being followed and harassed everywhere you go. And, you know, people are making threats and death threats. I've had death threats. I mean, I've had all kind of stuff, you know, but I don't want to make it all about me. Even though this is my channel, my channel is your channel. This is for you. You know, and that's why I'm really excited about, you know, the things that I have planned for this channel. You know, God willing, you know, it's all under God's will. You know, that these things happen. Right? I can't do nothing without Him. You know, and I don't blame God for the targeting. A lot of people do. Why does God let the, you know, I mean, it's not God that's doing this, you know, it's not God at all, you know. Big shout out to Charles Hall. And you know what, Charles, you're right, bro. We are all electronically harassed. And the thing about it is that guy might have not known. Like, he was so early. I could tell he was just figuring out what was happening to him. You know, and he might not even know what electronic harassment is, you know, and this lady was just like, well, if he doesn't get zapped, then I don't care. I was just like, what? You don't care? You know, I found myself going back and forth with her, just like I went back and forth with Mr. American Flag. You know, the guy thought that our country was the answer to this targeting. I'm telling this guy, no, our country is targeting us. Just like other countries are targeting them, and they don't care about us. You think they care about us? You know, they're trying to plot and strategize different ways to annihilate us and torture us and to make us suffer and to go without, you know. And I'm here to say, no, TI lives matter, man, all day. And I'm going to keep this thing going. I'm not going to ease up off of it. I'm not easing up off of it, man. This is something that I feel in my heart that I need to do, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep this thing going and keep it going to the next TI day or to the next conference or to the next, until this thing stops. You know what I mean? Like, we're out here, people are out here, we need help. You know, we're just like Charles Hall said, we are all electronically harassed on so many different levels. They got so many different things that they're doing to us. And then you got these people coming out here saying, oh, well, it's just demonic spirits. There's no such thing as directed energy weapons. All right, bro. Like, you know, like, it's not happening. It's just a deception. You know what? A lot of these things is deceptions. And Sarah's right, man. We have to pray for them. She is so right, man. We have to pray for them. Man, big shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Big shout out to you guys, man. You guys matter. All right. All of you, each and everybody that's tuning in right now. Even if you are an infiltrator, just like she said, there's always an infiltrator on every group. You know, people are going to treat us some type of way. Like, it's going to happen. Like, even if you're not targeted, you go through things where, you know, you go through different things with people. But for us, for the TIs, for the real TIs that's going through this, man, oh man, we are going to experience some things. But I just think it's important that, you know, if you are a genuine TI and you're going through it, I think that it's important for us to be there for each other. you know, and not isolate, not further other people's isolation, you know. Man, big shout out to everybody tuning in right now. My phone just I just got a text message on my phone. I will be right back in 1 second. All right, guys. I love you guys. Hashtag TI Lives Matter. I'll be right back. All right. Back in the building. Back in the building. All right. All right. So, and another thing that I want to discuss here, there's a lot of people out here with this judgmental spirit, you know. Me personally, I don't judge. I don't like. Who are you to judge anyone for anything that they might have said, done, you know, for my profile pic, for how my page is set up, for why I wear a do-rag or a white shirt or whatever I say, you know, who are you to judge, right? Who is anybody to judge anybody? Like, that's a confrontational spirit. And it's just like, it doesn't do anything for us, you know, as a whole, as a group, because whether you guys understand this or not, we are a group of people who have been targeted, right? We are going through similar things. Everybody's situation is not the same. And it will never be the same. You know, I set out on my mission, I would say during the process, like before I lost my place, you know, I kind of wanted to be like Richie from Boston. If you guys ever seen Richie from Boston, if you ever seen his channel, he talks about a lot of things, but I don't want to talk about all that other stuff. I want to talk about what's directly affecting me and the people that's going through things like me. And I wanted to get into a position where I can help other TIs. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to keep pushing that. Like, I have nothing, right? I've had nothing, no place to go, no place. And that was still the goal. That was that. And I never lost sight of the goal. And I will never lose sight of the goal. I will always keep my eye on the goal, no matter what is happening around me, no matter what people are saying about me behind my back. I've had people, you know, like reach out to me and act like they were my friends, you know, act like they wanted to help me, or act like they were, you know, and then turn around and say mean, cruel things about me, you know. Oh, this is that, this and that, this is that, this is that, this and that, this and that, and the third. I've had people attack me, you know, for whatever reason. I don't even know why. You know, because of somebody else that I'm cool with or whatever the case may be, they come at me and include me in it. You know, I've had so much things happen to me, but I don't feel that it's necessary for me to come on YouTube or to make videos about those people, or to even give those people, like, you know, like, I forgive those people, but I have to move forward and move on without those people, because I know, you know, before I didn't know, you know, how, you know, certain people was. I thought, you know, all people were genuine, and it's something that you learn as you go, as you gradually move forward. You know what I mean? But I don't feel that it's necessary for me to make those videos. I see a lot of people exposing, oh, this one, I'm going to expose this one. But if somebody came out after me and came out and said some crazy stuff about me, oh, believe it, I will have, you know, I will have something to say about that. But I just, you know, I know at the end of the day, people are going through things, and I know that they put people on YouTube, Facebook, whatever social, especially Reddit. Like, Reddit is, oh my God, Reddit is just, oh man, it's just filled with perps and filled with all kind of, you know, filled with all kind of disinformation and stuff like that. You know, when I see it's like that, I choose to fall back from that. You know, and I just encourage everybody to fall back from it, not to feed into, you know, whatever it is, and not to judge people. Like only God can judge. I mean, I know it says, you know, judge righteously or whatever the case may be, but I am not here to judge you, okay? And if you're going through anything similar to what I'm going through, I love you. Like I love people, and my heart goes out to everybody that's going through this. You know, I know that there is so many different situations, you know, and it's put in place to break us, not only to break us mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, everything, but it's also things put in place to break us apart, for us not to be able to come together, for us to, you know, always be pointing the finger and at this one and that one and this one and that one, right? And as long as I'm here, you know, doing what I'm doing, I go against that energy. I pray against it, and I hope that people snap out of that. And I understand that people are going to have differences, different opinions on different things. And just like I said, you know, there's truth, there's facts, and there's opinions, and everybody has their own. But the only thing that can collaborate out of all three of those things is the facts, because the facts are the facts, right? And there's so many people just driven off of, you know, diluting truth, you know. And then some people use the word of God to do that. And I, you know, when they do that, I just, you know, I mean, if you guys just do some research for yourself as far as the electronic harassment, like it people make it out to be like we're crazy or we're demonic or we're telling people to go against God because we're speaking about the electronic harassment attacks that we suffer through, or if we talk about what technology that they use against us, or, you know, and no, that's not nobody telling people, turning them against God or nothing. God is not behind any of that stuff. You know, we know who's behind it. It's all satanic, man. It's demonic. And those people that are carrying out those attacks on us, do you think they care about us? Do you think they think that we matter for 1 second? Those people that's running your country, no matter what country you're in, no matter if you're in America, no matter if you're in Saudi Arabia, you know, it's TIs out there, China, Japan. You think that the people that's running and put in power, you think that they care about them? No, they don't. But I care, and I know you guys care too. I see all the hearts, I see all the love. You know, TI lives matter, man. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna keep saying it. Hashtag TI lives matter, man. Let's see what we're saying in the comments here. Sarah says, gotta go. Thanks. Next. All right. Thank you for tuning in, Sarah. You have a blessed rest of your weekend and day. And I hope to see you again sometime soon. I'm actually working on, you know, even though I know who I am, right? I know what I go through at the end of the day, just like you guys do too. And even though, you know, things have happened to me and people come against me, so many different people come against me, and they come against you guys too. You know, that's a part of this whole program. I'm still going to get out here and I'm going to try and make a way, you know, and I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to do whatever God calls me to do. You know, I mean, that's basically where I'm at with it right now. I'm going to get out here. I'm going to try and get another job, and I'm going to try and work, and make some things happen and give me another laptop so we can get back to the podcast. We can get back to the live streams. I mean, I got so many ideas planned, and you know, they have events happening where if you want to do activism, you actually want to do let's see here next. Where's your Shung Tight necklace? What is Shung Tight necklace, Seldridge? I don't know what that is. But yeah, I have so many plans that, you know, I want to do for the for my channel, for your this is your channel, it's not just my channel. So many things that I'm gonna get back going. New things. I've been writing, working on some new music ideas, and I have some things planned. And for everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe, I want to thank you guys. And personally, I have a personal thing that I've got planned for you guys. If you guys could shoot me an email, and I'm going to say this too. I'm going to keep saying this in my next few videos that I'm coming out with, because I'm working on some things here. But I want to personally get in contact with you guys because I have a special gift for you guys. Okay. Each and every one of you. And even, you know, the people who couldn't give, you know, like, who just prayed for me or left me amazing comments, you know. And I thank you guys too. And I have something special for you guys planned too. All you guys who really hold me down and you guys show me love. I just want to reiterate how much I love you guys and how much from the bottom of my heart. You know, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch my videos and to watch what I've been going through, and to show support. And it really means the world to me, man, because at the end of the day, it's just me, right? And you guys know how that is. That is isolation, okay? I'm gonna type my email in right now. You guys know you can always hit me up on Hangouts or Skype, or call me. You know, if you guys want to call and talk. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post my phone number here in a minute. If you guys want to call and chime in, if you guys want to say anything while we're still on the stream here, because I like to be interactive. You know, I really do, and that's what I believe, that, you know, when we are extremely isolated, the way we have been isolated, I mean, if we can have one another to communicate with, to talk to, you know, to be there for each other, not to perp on each other, not to get drunk and start texting a bunch of crazy text messages, or to just start, you know, being disrespectful or whatever the case may be. If you have any of that perpy energy with you, just keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving straight up, because I'm not here for that. Like, and I hate that, you know, that sometimes that happens. You know, all the content creators know what I'm talking about. You know, we put our heart and soul in these videos. We share our experiences. We even, you know, we share our lives, you know, a portion of our lives with the people. I do it, and I'm going to tell you guys why I do it. I do it because I want to encourage other people to live their life, you know, not to be afraid, not to be afraid to speak, not to be afraid to think, not to be afraid to do, to actually do something about it. Don't just sit back and, oh, I'm targeted and this and that, or this one's a perp and that one's a perp and blah, 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 and come in. You know, use your platform. If you're going to use it, use it. You know, speak out about what's happening. Be informative, you know, tell people your story, tell people your situation, you know, because the same thing for me, like when I didn't know what was going on and I saw that guy's video from Africa and he basically broke down everything I was going through. It just made so much sense to me, you know, and I'm like, wow, this is happening to me. And I know people are going through that every day. Like I see it, you know, like I haven't really had much time to be on YouTube like I used to. You know, I used to be on YouTube a lot and you guys would see me on TI videos, comments. You guys would see me, you know, I always make comments and I'll try to be uplifting and I'll try to show love for everybody that's going through it. And, but then you have those people who, you know, they just come on your platform and they come on your video just to say a disrespectful comment to you. I mean, you got to ask, you know, are those people really targeted? Like, are you really targeted, bro? Or to call somebody out, oh, this one isn't, and that one isn't, and this one isn't really. Like, I'm pretty sure we all know people who aren't, right? But do we go out of our way to make videos about it? Like those people show themselves. Those people show who they are, even in those perpy comments or even in those perpy videos that they make, right? We have discernment. We have 2 eyes to see, 2 ears to hear, 1 mouth to speak with, right? We can see. But at the end of the day, hashtag TI Lives Matter, man. Because they do. Let me see here. 585 208 638. All right. Now I just popped in my phone number right now. Okay. If you guys have anything that you want to interject, because TI Lives Matter, your life matters. We all matter. You know, I want you guys to get that. If you have anything you want to interject, you can call me up right now. You can be live on the stream with the people, okay? If not, forever hold your peace. Speak now, forever hold your peace. That's what I say, you know? But yeah, man, like if you guys do have a platform or if you are thinking about telling your story, I just encourage everyone to tell their story, man. You know, and I know it's not easy. I remember when I made my first video back in November, I didn't know what to say. Like I was overwhelmed. I was scared. I was thinking, man, I had so many thoughts in my mind. I'm like, oh, my targeting is going to get worse if I do this, or, you know, like, but if you think about it, if you really think about it, if you're a real TI, right? Regardless if you speak out against it or not, these things are going to happen to you. You're going to go through these things, you know. So you can speak, you can be brave, you can speak out against it and possibly help somebody. You could possibly save somebody's life just from something that you might have said or something that you overcame, or, you know, anything. You know, a lot of people are being bombarded with frequencies and they're being hit with suicide frequencies. It's happened to me, you know. I'm like, man, I don't want to go through this no more, man. I don't want to, you know, and I was on the verge of doing something stupid. I've actually even made attempts, you know. And man, God is good, man. He brought me back every time, you know. But just know, you know, if you are thinking about it, if you are on the cusp of possibly thinking about starting a channel or speaking out and telling your story, there is going to be some assholes. There's going to be some perps who come against you, or who show up on your video every time and got some negative stuff to say, right? There's going to be people who try to act like your friend at first and then switch up on you. Like there's going to be people who try to set you up, lead you into traps. There's going to be all kinds of things that happen in this program, you know. And I just want to encourage you not to even give it your energy, man, and to keep God first and to always remember you matter, you know, and don't believe anything they say. All of the V2K, all of the crazy stuff that people hear. I know I heard some really threatening things and really bad things, and man, it wasn't easy going through that. But don't believe it. You know, it's all lies. Like, it's all a bunch of hoopla. It's just things that they want to keep reinforcing in us. If you keep hearing the same thing every day, you keep seeing the same thing every day, it starts to sensitize you. It starts to have another effect on you. You know, let's see here. CJ said, I posted on my Instagram page that Instagram page for slander, liberal information. Autumn says, next level handlers try to poison me. They broke into my house, poisoned food and supplements. I'm recovering now. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that, Autumn. I am so sorry to hear that. And that, Izzy, that is a great point that you make. Be unpredictable as possible as you can. Oh, man. That's a great point. You know, because they always try to predict things. They're trying to predict where we're going to be, where we're going to go, you know, try to put people in position to have people there. But Autumn, you know what? I think they did the same thing to me. I think they actually got me sick, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they actually got me sick. And that's why you guys haven't really heard too much from me. Oh, man. That's why you guys haven't really heard too much from me. I haven't really been posting. Storm says the V2K has decreased a lot since then. Man, God bless you, man. I am glad to hear that. That warms my heart when I hear things like that, Storm. Oh, man, awakened state of mind. What's going on? He says, Izzy, this is definitely a way to make their job harder as they try to control our everyday lives. That is a fact, awakened state. Man, so many amazing comments, man, that you guys have left. Charles Hall, ELF, EMF depresses your cells, so renal glands naturally send cortisol out in the blood. Man, Tina says, I watch you always. Tina, you know what? Big shout out to Tina, man. Tina has an amazing project that she put together. If you guys check out her channel, I think she wrote a book or something like that. I'm really excited to read it. She was at the protest in Chicago that we had, man. She was really an awesome individual, man. You guys go check out her channel, man. She is definitely going through some things, and I love her outlook and her outlook on things, and I just love her energy. She sends me amazing comments and everything, man. I just want to say what's up to Tina, man, and a big shout out to her. I'm just going back through the comments here. Don't forget, guys, hashtag TI Lives Matter always, man. TI Lives Matter. Don't ever forget that, man. Let's see here. Yeah, Tina, I was on your channel. I saw that video you did, and I'm like, wow, like that video was amazing, man. And I can't wait to see, you know, what you come with in the future, man. I had to subscribe. Okay, I had to definitely do that, man. And I can't wait to read that book that you came out with, man. It was, man, I'm just excited, man. Anytime that somebody is brave enough to speak out against what's happening, man, you have my support 1,000%. 1,000%. Straight up. You know, 1,000%. Man, thank you guys for smashing that like button, man. That thumbs up really means a lot to me. at the end of the day. And I just encourage everybody that is going through this organized stalking, electronic harassment, or anything, man. I just encourage everyone to always keep God first. Don't blame God. Okay, it's not God that's doing this. The Most High is not doing this to you. Okay, I need you guys to really understand that, sit with that, walk with that. It's the evil ones. It's the enemy that's doing this to you. The enemy that's coming against all of us. Okay. Keep your head up, man. Keep your head held high, and never forget the ones who, who lost their life in this program that we know to be gang stalking or organized harassment, covert harassment. There's so many names and terms for it. I mean, we got people out here who are saying that that's not even true. Like, oh, there's not people harassing you. There's no people stalking you. It's just demon spirit. I would say for those people who say that, maybe that's their truth. Maybe that's their situation, but I think it's very unfair for people to just come on and tell people what they're going through. Like that in itself is like, man, it's like, it's a little perpy. Not even a little perpy, it's perpy, and don't contribute to other people's isolation. I mean, if it's something that you can do it. If somebody is in need of help, if you can, even prayer helps more than any donations or anything, because once we get in tune with the Most High, with God, and, he sends angels to do work and to make moves, and he makes things happen. Like he moves through others, like he moves through people, like there's nothing he can't do, and that's what the guy said that too. The guy that was on on that conference call, it was like, what are you saying? Are you saying there's no hope? I'm like, I never said that. Like, why is this dude spinning everything that I'm trying to say? I will never say that there's no hope, ever, because I always hold on to hope. Even when I had nowhere to go, I had no food, I had nothing, I always had hope, and I'm sitting here in a room right now, but, I will always have hope, even if my last breath, I will be releasing hope, faith, love, and hope, for everybody that's going through this, for myself, for the victims. And I just want to encourage everybody to stay prayed up, man. And people are going to turn against you, like, understand that. When I first started doing what I was doing and I started getting feedback, this was before I even reached 100 subscribers. Like, I don't really have that many subscribers, but I was thinking, man, well, all the TIs, like, this is a place where, everybody is going through the same thing. It should be a camaraderie. Everybody should, always have each other's back. But hey, I soon learned that, people will turn against you. Don't curse them, just keep it moving, pray for them, forgive them, and keep it pushing. I believe that they put some of these people in place to turn against us, to act like they are friends, to just turn against us and all of this crap, and it's not just in real life. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on, it's on Reddit. Like, it's really on Reddit. Oh my God. When I first got on Reddit, I thought Reddit was like, I thought it was a place where, just like everything, when real TIs are there, Um, I thought that, there was a place where there would be real camaraderie, and to some depths there is real camaraderie, and I want to reach out to those people and to the other people too, and to anybody that'll listen, and believe us, and anybody that can help those in need, who needs help, do it, help them. Don't just sit back, don't just accuse people of being crazy, because this is not a mental illness, And for everybody out here who is watching me right now who has been called crazy, because it's happened to me, everybody, oh, he's crazy, like, oh, blah, blah. You are not crazy, right? You are not crazy. I'm here to tell you that you are beautiful, you are important, you are intelligent, you matter, God loves you, and you matter, okay? Don't believe all of this crap. Like, don't believe all of what the V2K is saying, all the negativity that comes against you. Just at the end of the day, TI lives matter, okay? Hashtag TI lives matter. I'm going to keep saying it on my videos, in my music, on my live streams, on whatever I do. I need you guys to understand that. Part of this program is to physically and mentally assassinate our character, who we are, our inhibitions. Get back into, if it was something that you were good at or something that you was passionate about doing, and you stopped doing it just due to, what was going on, or all the pressure and all the stress and all the things that you were going through, get back to doing that. Get back to doing, get back to what your purpose is for being on this earth. And never forget that you are important. You were put here for a reason, for a real reason. We all have gifts in the physical plane. Like, some people are good at doing hair. Some people are good at speaking, and some people are good at writing, and some people are good at making videos, and some people are good painters, and whatever your gift is, get in tune with that and do that. Keep that going. Never lose touch with who you are, and the gifts that God has placed in you, the gifts that you can give on this plane. Okay, never lose touch with that, straight up. But there's also spiritual gifts that God has blessed us with, and pray about it, man. Ask the Most High to show you what those spiritual gifts are. Ask Him every day. Thank Him every day. Try to tune out from the negativity and to tune in with who you are. And don't give up on love. Don't ever give up on love, because there's somebody out there who will love you, targeted or not. Me personally, I'm isolated, severely isolated, but I will never lose hope. Like, I will never lose hope, and I know it's somebody out there for me, just like it's somebody out there for you, that's not going to be sent to perp on you and to further your targeting. No, somebody sent to love you. Never lose that. Never lose insight or foresight on that. Always remember, God loves you and God is with you, man, and that you matter, okay? And I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to keep telling you guys how smart you are, how beautiful you are, how blessed you are. And throughout all of this crap that we go through, I'm going to keep saying it, and I'm going to keep reinforcing it. And I just encourage everyone to do the same, and to always remember, TI lives matter. Your life matters. My life matters. Everybody that's going through this, don't give in to the fear. If you are afraid, pray. Pray. Pray to the Most High. Tell God to remove this fear from you. You know, remove the fear from you always. All right. So it's your boy Next Level, man. I'm signing out, man. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to be working on some new things, a lot of new things on the channel. I'll be back with some more streams. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you guys. If you guys got any questions for me, type it in right now, or I'm going to hop off this thing right now and get to some things I got work planning. Okay? All right, man. Remember, TI Lives Matter, man. I love you guys, man. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace. TI Lives Matter. Hashtag TI Lives Matter, man. We out.